It's Week 18 of the NFL. And Will Johnson, he should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Condors and the Redwoods, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. One final time this regular season. As always, joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott as we get ready to put a bow on what has been an outstanding 18 weeks of football.
And for 14 lucky teams across the NFL, Kate, this isn't the end for them. This is their last chance at a tune-up before they go on to the postseason chasing that Super Bowl ring. But for the other 18, this is it. Their final chapter. Their final chapter in a story to take the field until September.
For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And leading them out, taken in the 2019 draft, looking for his first year as a starter, Jarrett Stidham.
Stidham most overwhelming traits. He's not going to be the biggest, fastest, or throw the ball the farthest. But you know what? Many quarterbacks have won Super Bowls without those kind of traits. But those that do and become consistent starters, and this is where Stidham will have...
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Wow, that was fast. Might be time to take a step back, and we just started this game. Maybe take a couple of deep breaths. Very first snap, and he nearly gave it away. That could have mentally taken them out of this game.
Yeah, for the player, a little bit easier to respond. For the coaches on the sidelines, that drives them crazy to see the ball on the ground. And we know how precious this ball is in this game. Got to take care of it.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Offense to the line for second down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 2 yards on the tote, and that won't improve their spot much. 3rd and a mile coming up. Give him the gun. Here's Stidham. Rolling left, buying some time. And he slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Starts from the 44. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. So here's their offense now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a guy coming off a pair of shortened seasons. The former Polar now in his 8th year, Deshaun Watson.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want, that kind of efficiency usually wins you games, you're not happy about it. And he will be focusing on rectifying those things here.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. It's Pacheco again. Having about a handful there. Play brought to an end. Jordan Whitehead. Given 5 yards for a manageable 3rd and 1. Design leg here. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So they're going to evaluate thing now on 4th and short. They'll run it with Pacheco. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And that run won't come close. That's on downs.
These fourth down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having it, and now they get themselves off the field.
Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Sit him now, 1st and 10. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And not much doing, he stopped quickly.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks. A little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find cushions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Shotgun snap now to Stidham. He's got Harris. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Find his man. It's Demario Douglas. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Stidham. Pass is cut at the 9. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. Trying to run in. Harris has the touchdown. The Redwoods go up 6-0 here in the first. Najee Harris, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. It's Jakeem Grant with the return. Returns looking good so far. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. And just a week before the playoffs begin, partner, here's where teams stand as we play out this regular season finale. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
1st and 10. Here's Washington. Caught by Theo Johnson. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives them the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Watson on 1st and 10. Roman Wilson reels it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown! The Condors cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Condors tie this game 7-7. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. Back out runs their offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Harris gets it on the counter. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Stidham. They get to him and bring him down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. If they get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
On now comes the punt team for the Redwoods. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they're going to take over possession. The offense headed back to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Now to be caught by Adam Thielen. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And they're going to have a 1st down. Watson now. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Back to the air, Watson. He sends this one to the end zone. He's got it. Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Condors take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now outruns their offense to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Another try following the sack. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down. Throwing from near his own goal line. Escapes the pocket. And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
From their own end zone, and he gets it away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And they're going to take over with some excellent field position. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Jelani Tavai ranging in for the stop. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Neither side separating much so far. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They still have 5 to go here, 3rd down. Working from the gun, Watson. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And it stays a 1-possession game at 7 points.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Their offense running back out now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. He's got a man left. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Hauled down by Christian Izien. So now a timeout for a player who was shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree, not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. Second and 12 behind the sticks. Cut by Lockett. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Jair Alexander with the stop. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Motioning the tight end now. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. Back now, pressure on its way. Oh, and the rush is too much. He's taken down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. Here comes their offense out again. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man, and you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. 2nd and 3 now. From the 27. Finds a man. Adam Trapman has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Wilson's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Watson looking to throw. Finding Flowers. There it is, touchdown Las Vegas! The Condors take a 13-point lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Condors double their lead to 14. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. This offense making its way back out now. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking from the gun, here's Stidham. Pressure's on him and it gets home, he's dropped. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half, and you better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. From the gun, they go with Harris. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Elandon Roberts coming over for the hit. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stidham to throw. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
On now comes their punter. Joseph Charlton, the one to send it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. The return begins on their side of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Condors send Zay Flowers ready for another look on offense. And he hasn't been a stranger to the end zone this season, no sir, including on their prior drive, Brock. A pretty important touchdown for him when you look at his season total. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Brought down by Christian Wilkins. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Watson. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He fires one deep down the right sideline. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up at the 20 after the touchback. Now this offense getting set to work here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Stidham. Brought in right side. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Hauled down by Christian Izzian. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Tight end in motion left. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's Stidham. Completed over the middle. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. To the air with Stidham. The rush gets home, and they stick it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Okay, you can give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Duke the defender. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now. Found some space, ended up with 18 on that return. And it's going to be their football coming up. 1st down, ball at the 36. A tight end in motion now. A 1st down carry for Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He's across the 20, still going. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Vegas! The Condors make it a 3-possession game. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop, because a broken tackle, well, can mean a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Condors stretch their lead to 21. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Another drive coming up for this offense. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. First and 10, it's Stidham. Got Everett, and it's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards, and it'll give him a first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Catch is made down the right sideline. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I love throwing on first down, and when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. It's the 2-minute warning now from Oakland. The Redwoods trailing in the early going. Second and 10 now. Throw left side caught by Douglas. And he'll go down here at the 16. 3rd and just 2 to go. From the shotgun, it's Stidham. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. The back's got it. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Stidham. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looks like play has been paused. We've got a timeout taken by the defense. Harris. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. Now Cameron Dicker on to try the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Brown's kick is up and good. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
On the return, here's Ray McLeod. This return makes it up to the 25. The Condors are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. First and 10, here's Watson. Thielen's got it, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 41. From the gun, Watson. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Lays out for this one. Oh, what a catch! They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. Amendola able to put it through. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little more with them to end this opening half.
Well, touchback. This kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. A final throw before the break. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So we're halfway through this final week of the regular season. Now we'll jump from the West Coast to the East Coast, down to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you in Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here. What's already been an eventful afternoon of football. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We just watched a strong first half from quarterback Deshaun Watson. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. McCloud now returning it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Condors and quarterback Deshaun Watson gearing up for their next series. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Watson now. Finds him over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 5. Jelani Tavai ranging in for the stop. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Run from Pacheco to start the half. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Right back to Pacheco. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Watson on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and it'll give him a 1st down. Working from the gun, Watson. It's caught, that's Thielen. This is ahead for about 5. Play brought to an end by Jordan Whitehead. All right, here we go, 2nd down. From the 29. He's on the move. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And that gives them first and goal. From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. And they take this in for the score. The Condors grow the lead coming out of halftime. Deshaun Watson with the touchdown. His fourth total score of the game. And if you like scoring, well, no doubt this dude's been one of your favorite quarterbacks to watch this season. That is rushing touchdown number 10 on the year, and he's really had a running back's nose for the end zone every time he's taken the field. Basson for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Condors continue piling on to this lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Their offense ready to take the field now. And as much as we thought we'd be watching highlights here, talking about this passing game, Brock, it's been the guys on the other side of the ball who've come in and stolen that spotlight.
Yeah, and in an offensive-driven league, and one that's sometimes even legislated that way, it's nice and refreshing to see a defense put together an effort like this.
Amen.
Be the ones everybody's talking about for how well they've played on their side of the ball.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. From the 31. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They give to Harris from the gun. And he's able to get this down to the 36. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up first down. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Looking from the gun. Here's Stidham. Gets this one to Harris. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. So now a timeout for a player who was shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. On 3rd down, Stidham. Look, got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And this is a huge loss on the play. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. The offense getting set to go. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To throw, here's Watson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll give him a first down. Short side option here. He's running left. He's contained at the line for no gain. Cole Holcomb there on the stop. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. Works the sideline inside the 35. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. This time it's a passing play. Throw complete to Thielen. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be a first down. Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. A give right side. Here's Pacheco. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Here's Watson to the air. Escapes the pocket. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Condors lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Deshaun Watson with the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down. Didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind. But you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Redwoods and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. 1st and 10, it's Stidham. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Oh, no, he lost control of another one. It's picked up by the defense. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
I'll tell you, Kate, by now, I think it's as much between the ears problem as it is anything technical ball security problem. After 3 fumbles in a game, he's got to get his head on right there on the sidelines before they will ever trust him to hang on the ball again.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's been a great time at the stadium for this crowd. Their side has turned this into a blowout as we start the 4th. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's in for the touchdown. The Condors continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Condors grow their lead yet again. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. On the return, here comes McKenzie. And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Stidham now to throw. He's got Harris. It's a gain of 12 there. And they'll have 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st down throw, Stidham. Got Everett, and it's complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man, and you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the shotgun, it's Stidham. That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a 21-yard gain, and that gives them the 1st. They'll throw again, Stidham. Caught by his back. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Stidham. Throwing deep down the left side. And oh, he got it! Interception! Jesse Bates in to pick it off.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
The home teams, and this running back headed back out for a new series. 1st and 10.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really being the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Running is Pacheco. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. And in a rarity today, he stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain here after a gain of only 1, and now they'll face 3rd and 9. It's Pacheco again. And he's brought down after a short gain. Give him 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 8. On comes the Condors punting squad. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They've got 1st down from the 31. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. They bring the pressure. Down he goes. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Trying for the deep ball. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and they're going to have a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. And because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. This is Pacheco. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
He's on the move. Now here he goes.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
He's got it at the 6. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Just about every draw play in the book is headed right up the gut, but that doesn't mean you can ignore those DNs and the pressure they create on the edges. You got to hold them off, and if you don't, well, bad things happen just like that.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he drives this forward to the 6.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Free play here. Let's see what he does. And it's a sack. They got there to take him down, but there was a reason for that. So we got a flag down. I think that's going to nullify the play. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. So the penalty yardage moves him a bit closer here for 3rd and goal. Running it after the penalty. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Condors running them out of the building. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Condors continue adding on to that lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now this offense ready to head back out. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Stidham. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Caught for big yards on the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Motioning the tight end left. Stidham trying again on 2nd down. That's a catch for Hayden Hurst. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Oakland. Redwoods trying to do some window dressing. Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Pacheco. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Call that a modest improvement. 3 yards that time, but still a 3rd and 7 upcoming. From the gun, Watson. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on the play. And it'll give him a 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And they end the season on a great note, Brock, with a W in the final chapter of this year's campaign. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Condors as we say so long from Oakland.